Today I want to talk about the Xbox Scorpio. It's the code name for whatever Microsoft has cooking in the way of an upgraded Xbox One for later in 2017. Basically, this is the answer to the PS4 Pro. It's the answer to Microsoft lagging behind the PlayStation 4 pretty much this entire generation. What we know so far is that Microsoft is saying that this will be, a pretty powerful console. It's going to be more powerful than the PS4 Pro. It's going to play native 4K games. And it's, at least at this point, everyone is assuming that this is just an upgraded Xbox One with the codename Scorpio attached. I think that that's a mistake. And I hope that what Microsoft is actually planning is the release of a brand new console. At this point, Microsoft needs a reboot, a complete reboot of its Xbox brand. It can't keep going with the Xbox One. The Xbox One has existed in the shadow of the PS4 for pretty much the entire generation. And at this point, it's really time for something new. Simply releasing another Xbox One that has an upgraded graphics processor, a bigger hard drive, won't cut it. For one thing, it becomes sort of confusing, especially if games made for the Scorpio don't work on the vanilla Xbox One or the Xbox One S. I think it's time for a restart completely. I think that Microsoft should make it Xbox One backwards compatible, simply because I think that that would really work in their favor, and they need kind of every advantage they can get right now because the PS4 is simply such a behemoth and it's so strong in the market. Nintendo recently has done a complete reboot with the Nintendo Switch, getting rid of the Wii U entirely, and that was the right move for Nintendo. I think it's the right move for Microsoft. How would they go about doing this? Well, it's all about marketing, really, especially if it's backwards compatible. Xbox Scorpio games would not play at all on the Xbox One. They wouldn't be interchangeable. It would have to be new games for a new console. The marketing would have to do away with any mention of Xbox One, except for when they're talking about backwards compatibility. It would have to be a completely new item, new SKU, new brand entirely. Xbox, of course, could stay there, but Xbox something else. Preferably not Xbox 2 or Xbox 720. Actually, Scorpio might be a pretty good name for this console because it's already out there and people already are familiar with it. Anyways, at this point, I think Microsoft needs to start over. It needs a chance to offer something new, more powerful, more compelling, not bound to sort of all the garbage that came with the Xbox One, the Kinect, sort of all the bad press that the Xbox One got. Basically, from day one, that console has been, I wouldn't say a failure, but certainly not the kind of success that Microsoft needs to stay in the console business. The race between the PS3 and the Xbox 360 was close. Those consoles were very similar in terms of power, but there's just no denying that the PS4 is a better machine. It's got more exclusives. It has better looking games. The resolution on cross-platform games is consistently lower on the Xbox One. And at this point, offering a third Xbox One SKU on top of the vanilla and the S just doesn't make sense. So Microsoft, give us a new console. Release it later this year, have it be the strongest, most powerful, most desirable console, and sell it for $400. I think doing that would be a really, really smart idea, especially for the 2017 holiday, where the only competition will be the several-year-old PS4 and the new Switch, which is just a whole different beast from anything that Microsoft would put out. Ditch the $100 Kinect and just sell it for $400. Have it be the strongest console out there, and just watch the money come pouring in. That's my take. Thanks for watching.